Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. Alpha! Too fast! It was night. The room was dimly lit, curtains drawn tight as the city slept outside. Shadows clung to the walls, and the bed beneath them moved fastly. Two bodies close, breeze tangles, instincts louder than words. The air was heavy with warmth, with closeness that existed only in the dark. It wasn't the love, it was just a mating. Omega's sweet lavender scent was filled in the air, but it was swallowed by his alpha's smoke scent. The room was filled with smoke and lavender scents. Omega's body was filled with his alpha's marks. Neck and shoulder had alpha's teeth marks. Omega was screaming while clenching the sheet in his fist and trying to suppress the pain which his alpha was giving to him. Alpha was rough and merciless today. He wasn't in the mood of any mercy today. Sweat beads were dropping on him, rejecting all the requests of mercy. They were so close to forming the knot. Now Omega knew what Alpha was going to do. Alpha never let the knot form. He always pulled out before knot could even form. Alpha was going to pull out, but Omega hesitantly grabbed Alpha's hand with his trembling hands and said, Jimin hesitated. Alpha, Yoongi, please don't do this. Yoongi looked at Jimin's fingers wrapping on his wrist, then glared at Jimin. I'm sorry, Alpha, for stopping you. I bite his lower lip. I want a pup. Yoongi was glaring at Jimin without blinking his eyes. His cold, sharp gaze met with Jimin's pleading eyes. Jimin thought Yoongi will accept his request, but he harshly yanked his hand and pulled out before the knot could form. He went to the washroom. Jimin was laying there and looking at Yoongi's disappearing figure with hurtful eyes. Now room was filled with only lavender's sweet smell. There was no smell of smoke. He looked at ceiling. A tear slipped through his cheek. Jimin, desires are forbidden. Dreams are to satisfy Alpha. Obedience is survival. You are an Omega, Jimin. Your desires and wishes don't matter. You were created solely for the happiness of your Alpha. The sole purpose of your life is to satisfy your Alpha. Apart from this, you have no existence. You will have to respect your Alpha's wish and obey his orders, said while looking at the ceiling blankly. He was an Omega Jimin who was married to an Alpha Yoongi. They weren't a normal human couple, they were a werewolf couple. Every world had its own rules and regulations. In Omegaverse, alphas were dominant, powerful, and highest rank wolves, and Omega were weak and lowest rank wolves who were survived on their alpha's mercy. They didn't have any basic rights like to speak in front of their alpha. They would do what their alpha ordered them to do. They were taught from very young age that desires are forbidden, dreams are to satisfy alpha, obedience is survival. There is no love, just duty. They lived far away from their forest in a modern society which was human and werewolves friendly. Jimin was new here, but Yoongi worked here from years. He chose a different path for himself and Jimin had to follow him. Jimin was still looking at the ceiling blankly. Tears were flowing. Soon Yoongi came out from the washroom in his pajamas. He saw Jimin was looking up at the ceiling. He picked Jimin's clothes and helped him to wear them. Jimin turned to the other side. Yoongi pulled the blanket over themselves. Jimin was laying at the distance. Yoongi grabbed Jimin's wrist and pulled him to himself. He lifted Jimin's shirt up. As soon as his back touched Yoongi's bare chest, his moon tattoo started glowing. Yoongi was transferring his strength into Jimin as he was very weak. Jimin clenched his fist and closed his eyes. Yoongi closed his eyes and said, Yoongi, coldly, don't even think about kids. I don't want children, at least not for the next 5-6 years. I have to do so many things now. I don't have time for kids. Understand? Jimin, tears rolled down through his cheeks. Understood, Alpha. He didn't try to express himself, didn't argue, didn't question, didn't say anything because he wasn't allowed. His alpha already made the decision to not have a child. There was no room for discussion. He just had to lower his head and obey his alpha. That was his destiny. His alpha's single no and all his dreams shattered like the house of cards. He just closed his eyes tightly, letting the pain flow through warm tears. He pressed his lips together, teeth sinking into the lower lip, forcing every sound back down. The cry had nowhere to go. The more he swallowed it, the more it hurt. His throat burned, tight and aching, like it was being slowly crushed from the inside. He choked himself in an attempt to not be heard crying. Yoongi slowly pressed him closer to himself from under the blanket. He knew Jimin was crying, but he didn't say anything. Time skipped up a few days. A few days passed. Everything was going as usual. It was a small house. Jimin was standing on the balcony watching the sunset. Some children were playing in the neighborhood. Their shouting, giggling, laughing voice were the best melody for him. He stood on the balcony just to listen them. This provided a lot of peace to his restless mind. He planted so many flowers in his small garden for attracting babies to come and play here. Jimin, while hugging himself and looking at the sky, People say that the union of the sun and the sky is impossible, yet in this twilight moment, dusk forbidden desire to meet the sun is granted. Even dusk is fortunate enough to have its forbidden wish fulfilled, but eyes filled with tears. My simple desire to become a mother remains unanswered. Is my desire too much to ask for? Is my desire forbidden by fate? Is my desire delayed or de- 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 denied? Is my desire to hold my child in my arms destined to remain the dream? If dusk forbidden desire can be fulfilled, why not mine? What sin have I committed? Said by touching his stomach. Delight. It's the scared and magical period of the time when the sun and dusk Sandhya meet once in a day. Just after sunset, the sky is painted in shades of gold, orange, pink, and purple. The sun has completely disappeared, yet the darkness of night hasn't yet overtaken the sky's brightness. The sun and dusk, representing day and night, aren't only unable to unite, but their union is forbidden. Yet at twilight, they meet once a day, if only for a few fleeting moments. Time skipped at midnight. Yungi returned home at midnight. He was out for his work. Jimin opened the door in half hooded eyelids. He saw Yungi was standing at door, completely soaked in sweat. A laptop bag was hanging on his shoulder. The upper two buttons of his shirt were opened. He was breathing heavily. He couldn't even stand still. He was in devastated state. Jimin, Alpha, what happened to you? You were going to, you were out for your meeting. Then, how did you come this early? Why are you sweating this much? Aren't you well? Should I call a healer? Yungi pushed Jimin aside and entered. Rut. Locked the door. Jimin widened his eyes. Rut, this early? But it still has time. How can it come early? Yungi, don't speak. Placed the laptop back on the floor and tore his clothes. Jimin, I'm so sorry. Started his own. Rut, Animer's hormonal drive period for Alpha. During this time, Alpha became more possessive, aggressive, wild, lustful, lost their control, uncontrollable urge to mate. It's a painful time. If they don't find their mate, it becomes more painful. For Omega, this period is called heat. Yungi turned aggressive because of his rut. He lost his control as soon as he touched Jimin. Jimin was trying to help him, which obviously wasn't an easy task because satisfying an alpha during his rut was very painful because he had to bear his alpha's aggressiveness, wild and lustful side. Yungi pushed him on the couch and started doing it. He didn't have the patience to go to their room. Yungi already lost his senses, but Jimin was in his senses. He experienced it so many times. Jungi clearly told him during that time he pulled out before knot was forming. And Jimin always did this. Today also when he felt they were near the knot, he stretched his hand to pull Yoongi out, but his desire of becoming a mother had overtaken his Omega's duty. He knew he was doing wrong by disobeying his alpha's words, but for him this was the perfect opportunity because he knew Yoongi didn't want a child. He was in a dilemma. After thinking for a good few moments, he decided to not pull out. Soon their knot formed and tangled with each other. Both of them were in immense pain. None of them experienced this before. Jimin smiled in pain because he finally got what he always desired. Their knot slowly disappeared. Happy tears rolled down through his cheeks before he passed out. Time skipped after few days. A few days happily passed. As expected, Jimin got pregnant, but Yoongi still hadn't known about it because he left for his work the next day. He returned early because of his rut. Jimin was so happy. He used to talk with his tummy. In werewolf, pregnancy lasts for only 3 months, so in few days a tiny baby bump was visible, which only Jimin could feel. Jimin, while eating an apple and greasing his baby bump, I know you are missing your dad's touch. You want his strength. Your dada is out of town for his work. See, your mama bore your dada's hoodie. In it, your dada's smell has. You will get his warmth. Mama made a big mistake. Mama wants you, but dada wasn't ready, so mama tricked dada and got you. Mama isn't feeling good for hiding this from dada, but mama is so scared to tell dada. When dada will return, dada will be so mad and shout at mama. But you don't be scared. Dada isn't bad. Dada won't harm you. Dada will. Doorbell rang. Who, who can come at this time? Let's check. Jimin opened the door. He first checked through a door hole. His breath heckled to see Yoongi there. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath. Jimin, calm down, Jimin. Just behave normal. Alpha shouldn't know about your pregnancy. Test his baby bump. Mama is with you. Don't be scared. Slowly unlock the door. Alpha? Yoongi looked at him. What happened to you? Why does your face turn pale like you have seen a ghost? Entered inside. Are you alright? Jimin took Yoongi's bag. Nothing. I was watching a movie. Welcome back home, Alpha. Walked towards their room. Yoongi, stop. Jimin, why? I was just taking this back to our room. Yoongi went to him and placed his hand on bag's handle. Jimin got scared and immediately removed his hand. What happened to you? Why are you scared? I brought something. Open the bag. Jimin, sorry. Yoongi, sorry, but for what? What happened to you? Jimin, nothing. You must be tired. I will bring water for you. Yoongi, no, I don't want. Jimin already left. What happened to him? Why is he behaving weird? Jimin, water. Yungi, this is for you. Gave him a bag. Jimin opened the bag and became happy to see the bottles. Jams? You brought fruit jams for me? Eyes started shining because he was craving for it. Yungi saw his shiny glossy eyes while drinking water. I saw you in the convenience store checking it, so I brought it for you. Jimin, check the price. It's so expensive. Yungi, because it's pure fruit jam. Jimin, one bottle was enough. Why did you bring three? Yungi looked at him with narrowed eyebrows. You are questioning me. Jimin, sorry Alpha, I was just asking what's the need to buy three expensive bottles of jams? Yungi, so now you will ask me? Jimin, no, I didn't mean that Alpha. Sorry, I was just. Yungi, you wanted to eat it, but because of high price, you didn't buy it. I know I didn't earn much, but it's enough to satisfy your craving. I didn't know which flavor you like, so I brought all three flavors. Now enjoy it. And if you want to eat anything, just tell me. I will buy it for you. Jimin shyly smiled. Thank you. Chungi noticed his hoodie. You are wearing my hoodie. Where are your clothes? Jimin looked at his hoodie. This, sorry. Yungi, what happened to you? Why are you saying sorry again and again? I'm not going to eat you. Why are you so scared? Jimin, I thought you would be mad because I wore your hoodie without your permission. Actually, I was missing you so. Yungi, it's okay. You can wear it. No need to say sorry. I'm not mad. It looks good on you. Jimin sighed in relief. Alpha didn't find anything. Said in mind. Yungi, you put on weight? Pulled his cheeks. You look good with these chubby cheeks. I'm going to take a shower. Left. Jimin touched his cheek and blushed. Alpha is in a good mood. Maybe I can tell him about our baby. Touched his tummy. But before that, let's eat this pure jam. I can't wait for more. Brought the spoon and he started eating. It's sweet and good. Praised his tummy. Baby, your dada brought these jams for you. Everyone says alphas find first about baby even before omegas because of their protective instincts. You wanted to eat jam and your dada brought it. Jimin was eating jam with great pleasure while greasing his stomach. He emptied the half bottle of jam. Happiness was clearly visible on his face. His cheeks were glowing, jam spread all over his lips. He was happily licking the spoon. Chunki came out after taking a shower. He saw Jimin was sitting on the couch and happily licking the spoon while greasing his stomach. He leaned on the wall and looked at Jimin with a wide smile. He never saw Jimin this happy before. Yungi, I didn't know he loves jam this much. Otherwise, I would have brought it earlier. It's expensive, but in front of his smile, it's nothing. He was eating like a small child. Smelled a new scent. What smell is this? Sniffed. Neither. Isn't my smell not Jimin's? It's a new smell, but whose? Who else is there in this house beside the two of us? It's a very faint smell. It doesn't seem dangerous, but it isn't familiar either. Wait a minute. A few days ago, I was in my rut. I left the house the very next day. I have returned today. When I left him, he was skinny, but in just a few days, he put on so much weight. I have never seen him this happy, but today he was so happy. He kept eating while greasing his stomach. His face is glowing. He is wearing my hoodie. He kept saying sorry. He is scared of me. I have got protective stings. Now this new faint smell joined all the links and widened his eyes. It means he's pregnant with my pup. He disobeyed me and took the advantage of my right just to fulfill his desire. He dared to go against me, his alpha. He didn't do well. Bengali went to him. Jimin! Jimin flinched hard and stood up while placing his hand on his stomach. Yes, Alpha. Yunki picked a napkin and wiped Jimin's lips. What happened? Why are you scared? Jimin, nothing. Took back steps. Yunki gently pulled him closer by his waist. Where are you going? Your alpha returned after a long time. Aren't you happy? Pulled the hoodie by his shoulder and rubbed his nose on his scent gland. Jimin clenched his fist. Alpha, can't we? Yungi, is there anything that you want to tell me? Jimin, no. Yungi, more mad but controlled his anger. Are you sure you don't have anything to tell me? Pulled out and looked at his terrified eyes. Jimin lowered his gaze and shook his head vigorously. No, Alpha. Yungi cupped his face. What happened? Why are you so scared? You're never scared when you dared to go against your alpha. You weren't scared when you thought you could fool your alpha. You weren't scared when you thought you could have desire. Where has your courage gone? That you took advantage of my right and fulfilled your desire. Now you don't have courage to look into my eyes. You thought your alpha was so dumb that he wouldn't be able to catch your lie. How dare you to think that you would have hide something from me? Even though we don't live in the forest, I'm still alpha. I still can smell the scent of our pup who is in your womb. Yang Jimin's hand from his stomach and placed his hand on it. Look down and see. You may have forgotten your alpha, but your body knows alpha very well. Open your eyes and look down. Jimin slowly opened his eyes and looked down at his stomach, which was glowing because of Yungi's touch. His heart was pounding. He didn't know what Yungi would do now. Jimin, Alpha, I. Yungi, yes, you. Left him and sat on the couch. Don't shudder. I want to see that courageous side because of which you took advantage of my right and went against me. Jimin, I didn't want to go against your wish, Alpha, but. Yungi, but what? When I clearly told you that I don't want a child, at least for the next 5-6 years, then what was the need to cheat me? Jimin, I didn't cheat you, Alpha. Yungi, you broke my trust and still dare to say you didn't cheat me? Didn't you wait for 5-6 years to have a child? We are in the city. Here is no one to question you. I just want to answer. Why did you do this? Jimin, I wanted my own pup. Yoongi, I never denied. I just told you to wait for 5 6 years. Jimin, I I just want my pup, but you weren't ready. So when I got the opportunity, I grabbed it. I know you don't want the child. I don't want anything from you. I will raise by my own. I won't disturb you. Yoongi raised just one eyebrow. Do you think you can raise this pup alone without my help? Jimin, I will try. I promise I won't disturb you. Yoongi, then fine. Angali left the house. Jimin wanted to stop Yoongi, but he knew he lost the right. He hurt him by not obeying him. He knew very well what he had chosen for himself. Now there was no way to return. Time skipped after few weeks. A few weeks passed. Jimin's baby bump now grew. There was nothing the same. Because of Jimin's decision to raise his pup alone, an invisible wall created in between them. Yunmin were started living like a stranger in the same house. Yoongi's alpha ego was hurt. His husband went against him, which never happened in the Omegaverse world. None of Omega dared to go against Alpha, but Jimin went. Jimin knew what he had done. He wanted to keep his promise. He had his own ego. He wanted to prove Yoongi that he can manage his pregnancy alone. Their relationship got spoiled due to ego clashes between them. Yoongi became more busy with his work. He started coming late and leaving early. He didn't talk anymore. Yoongi had already filled the pantry with all the pregnancy supplements and Jimin's late night cravings. It was midnight. Jimin was missing Yoongi's touch. Outside was raining. He was wearing only Yoongi's shirt, which he was wearing in the morning to get his warmth. He was waiting for Yoongi while talking with his PP bum. Jimin, while holding his PP bum, I know you are waiting for Dada. Because of the rain, Dada is late. I'm sorry, baby. Because of my desire to have you, I snatched your right to get your Dada's warmth. I know Mama did so wrong to go against Dada. Dada is still so mad and not talking with Mama. But you shouldn't need to worry. Dada loves you so much. Dada filled the whole pantry for you. You can eat whatever you want. I know when you will come out, Dada will leave his all the anger and maybe forgive Mama too. This is Dada's shirt which he wore in the morning. It still has his smell. You can feel them through it. You will be out in just few weeks and everything will be fine. Mama, Dada, Bibi, all three of us will sleep here together. Soon Jimin fell asleep while talking with his baby bum. After few minutes, Yoongi returned home while soaking in water. He checked Jimin everywhere and sighed in relief to see him sleeping in the room. He quickly took a shower, brought his dinner, and sat on the bed beside Jimin. Yoongi, he again slept carelessly. The weather outside is very cold, and here he is sleeping in just a shirt. This is how he would take care of you. turned on the room heater and warmed his hands. You would catch a cold. Brought Jimin's pants and made him wear. Now you are protected. Lifted Jimin's shirt up, exposed his baby bum, and traced his ring finger on it. You are growing well. Dada is waiting to hold you in his arms. You tiny creature, enjoy there. What happened? Why aren't you responding, Dada? Are you mad because Dada come late? Okay, Dada is sorry. When Dada returned, Dada was completely soaked in water. Dada couldn't meet you like that. Dada would have brought a lot of germs with him, which could harm you. Hence, Dada had to take a bath first so that nothing happens to you. Now, Dada is free to talk with you. Dada even brought Dada's dinner here. Dada didn't want to have you this early, but your mama wanted you. Now, as you are coming in next few weeks, Dada has to do all the preparation for your welcome and future. It needs money. City life is very expensive. Your mama must have told you that I didn't want you, but that's the half truth. Dada also wants you, but first Dada wants to save money for you so that when you come out, Dada can give you everything. Now Dada has to work hard to give you everything. This thing Dada can't tell Mama because Dada doesn't want to show himself a weak. Look, Dada told you all the truth. Now forgives Dada and reply to me. Dada is dying to get your response. Closed his eyes and touched his baby bump with his whole palm. Baby bump started glowing and soon a tiny he felt tiny kick over his palm. My baby opened his eyes and kissed on it. Dada is right here to protect you and your mama. He started eating his dinner while placing his hand on Jimin's baby bump, which was glowing, means taking Yoongi's energy. Yoongi was smiling brightly. After the dinner, he carefully pulled Jimin in his arms, covered themselves with the blanket. Jimin unknowingly snuggled onto his chest. Time skipped after 3 weeks. 3 weeks passed. Now only last 2-3 weeks were left for Jimin to deliver their first child. Yoongi was at home busy with his online meeting. Jimin was searching white chocolate in the kitchen. He remembered Yoongi brought it last week. He had all of them in just 2 days. Now again had the craving of it. Jimin, Alpha brought the white chocolate last week. I only had a few. At least 1-2 chocolate must be there. Oh no, I ate them yesterday night with popcorn while watching movie. Now what should I eat? Rubbed his tummy. Should I tell Alpha to bring white chocolate? No, he would be mad to know that I finished all the white chocolate in just 2 days. Looked at the kitchen shelf. Jaggery powder. I can prepare something sweet with it, but it's on the upper shelf. I can't get that. I told Alpha that I would manage my pregnancy alone. I won't bother him. Looked here and there and saw a chair. Idea. Brought the chair and climbed on it. Get it? Looked at his baby bump. See, baby, your mama isn't less. Opened the jar and smelled. The smell of this jaggery is so good. I can eat it raw. I can't wait for preparing sweet dishes. He climbed easily, but now he didn't know how to step down. He was holding the jar in his one hand and his big baby bump was blocking his side. He carefully tried to step down but lost his balance and fell. Jimin. Ah! Yoongi, hearing his voice, and ran to him. Jimin, don't cry. I'm here. Nothing will happen to you and our baby. He quickly carried him in his arms and ran to hospital. Doctor checked him and called Yoongi in his cabin. Yoongi was so worried. Yoongi, doctor, how are Jimin and our baby? I tried to talk with nurse but she didn't tell me anything. Doctor, Alpha Yoongi, please listen to me very carefully. Yoongi, listen to you carefully? Here I am talking about my mate and my pup and you are saying listen to you carefully? How's my mate? Why aren't you telling me anything? Doctor, calm down Alpha Yoongi. Your mate is fine but a little weak. But Yoongi sighed in relief. Jimin is alright. But what? Doctor, but he had lost his unborn child. Sorry, we tried to save but couldn't save it. Yoongi, what? No, this can't be possible. Doctor, control yourself, Alpha Yoongi. You have to handle your mate too. You can't be weak. Jimin needs you the most. It's very crucial time for him. You have to support him. It was your first child. You can have child in future. Just have some patience. Placed his hand on Yoongi's shoulder and gave him his sympathy. Yoongi brought Jimin home. He was still unconscious. Yoongi didn't know how he would inform Jimin about this unfortunate news. He was gathering the courage to face Jimin. Here, Jimin regained his consciousness. As soon as he opened his eyes, he first touched his stomach, but when he didn't find his baby bump there, he screamed. Yoongi immediately ran to him. Jimin screamed, Ah! Yoongi ran to him. Jimin, what happened? What are you searching for? Jimin looked at Yoongi. Alpha, my baby. Ran to the kitchen. Yoongi ran behind him. Jimin, listen to me. Jimin, baby, baby, Alva, I will here. Sit on the floor. Where is my baby? It should be here. Yoongi sat on the floor and grabbed Jimin's shoulder. Jimin R looked up and tried to control his tears. Our baby is no more. We lost it. Jimin pushed him with his whole strength. No! You didn't want the child, that's why you are saying this. Yoongi, what are you saying? Jimin, you must have hid my baby somewhere. I will find it. Wiped his tears. Baby, baby, baby. Ran from there. Yoongi ran behind him and grabbed his hand. Jimin, where are you going? Doctor told you to rest. You are already weak. Come and sit here. Jimin, what are you saying, Alpha? I can't sit here. My baby must be waiting for me. I have to bring him back. Yoongi grabbed his shoulder and shook him with full force. Jimin, come back to your right sense. You had a miscarriage. We lost our unborn child. There is no baby. Stop running. Doctor had tried everything but couldn't save it. We lost our first child, Jimin. We lost a child. Open your eyes and see the truth. Here is only you and me. Our child is gone. Eyes turned softened. Jimin broke in tears. My baby. Jungi pulled him in a tight hug. I know your pain is unbearable, but control yourself. I'm with you. You aren't alone. Jimin started hitting Jungi's chest. Leave me. I want my baby. Jungi didn't leave him. Why aren't you leaving me? I have to go to my child. Leave me, Alpha. Pushed Jungi with his all this strength and slapped him. You didn't want this child. You never gave it love. You never cared about it. Now you are showing me your fake sympathy. I didn't need your fake sympathy. I know you are very happy. Now your wish comes true. You didn't want a child, and now we don't have it. Why are you standing here? Go and celebrate. This is what you want, right? Omegas didn't have the right to speak a loud voice in front of anyone because they were the lowest rank wolves. Here, Jimin didn't only shout and hit his alpha, he slapped him. Jimin's slap didn't hurt him like this. Accusing that he was happy with his child's death. He couldn't control on his emotion and went to Jimin. He went to Jimin and clenched his jaw, forcing him to look at himself. Jungi clenched Jimin's jaw. What did you say? I'm happy of my own child's death. I should celebrate his death. Do you think I don't have any feelings? I don't have any pain of my child's death. It was only your child. It was my child too. He had my equal part too. I accept your pain is more, but in your pain, don't forget my pain. Just because I don't show my pain, it doesn't mean I'm happy. My pain isn't less than yours. If you had carried it in your womb, I had kept it in my heart and brain. If you had fed it with your blood, I had fed it with my money, my hard work. Yes, I didn't want a child, not because I didn't really want it, but because I wanted to give our child a better life. What do you think? Why I am living here in this city and doing this job when I have my own family and den in the forest? Why did I leave my luxurious life in the forest and living in this small house? Do you think I am having fun here? The alpha who was born to rule, now serving these normal humans just for time pass? Do you think I am happy here? No, Jimin, I left my den and came here because I was sick of Omegaverse different rules. I had brought you here because I didn't want my mate to live his life like a slave. I wanted to protect you from their so-called derogatory rules. Do you even know how costly it is to live in the city? It's not the forest where you get everything so easily. Here you have to keep your self-respect and ego aside to work. I didn't want a child because it's very expensive to raise a child here. I never denied for the child. I just wanted 5-6 years to arrange everything. Here having a child is a big responsibility. And what did you say? I never cared about our child. I never supported you. Without my support, do you think you can have a child? If I hadn't wanted it, you wouldn't have carried it in your womb. Since the day I found out about your pregnancy, I filled the whole pantry with various types of food items. Do you think it's all free of cost? Whatever fruit you had eaten, I had brought them from trees. All the meat you had eaten, I had hunt for them. Doctor's fees, medicines, supplements, all are free. Nothing is free. You have to pay for each and every single thing, even the air where you are breathing. You took the advantage of my red and become pregnant. You didn't even think about future. Do you ever think how hard I worked to earn the money for you and our baby? I worked day and night just to give you to a better life. I had burnt myself. What did you say? I didn't care of it, I returned home at night, but still, I never forget to give it my strength. I ate food while talking with your baby bum. You didn't remember because you are deep slumber. Every night I slept while cuddling you. You always fell asleep carelessly. It was me who covered you with a blanket. Do you even notice since the day I found your pregnancy, I didn't go to any other city for work? Just like you, I was also waiting to hold it in my arms. I was also waiting to see its face. And you are saying I'm happy with his death? You could never imagine what I felt when I found you on the floor. You could never understand my feeling when doctor told me that you lost a child. The child for whom I forget myself. The child whose laughter I worked so hard to hear. The child whose smile I stayed awake through countless nights. You can never know what I was going through when the doctor told me that the child was no longer alive. After all this, I heard I am happy with my own child's death. You're blaming me for your miscarriage? Just tell me, did I push you? Did I pull the chair? Did I deny to help you? Look into my eyes. Do you see happiness in this? Do you think these are the tears of happiness? Tell me, how many alphas have you seen in tears? You disobeyed me. You went against me. You blamed me for our own child's death. You pushed me, hit me, even slapped me. But look, I'm still standing here with you. I'm not saying anything to you because I understood your pain. You kept it in your womb. It was a part of your body. The Your pain is beyond my imagination, but my pain isn't less. Being a powerful alpha, I couldn't protect my own child. Can you imagine this guilt? Left Jimin's jaw. I don't know what else I should do to make you believe that I equally loved our child. But what else we can do? We lost it. You can release your pain by crying, cursing, and blaming me. But how do I release my pain? Whom do I blame? This baby wasn't in our fate. Sorry, this is what can I say? Yoongi turned around and wiped his tears. Jimin fell on his knees. He couldn't accept the reality. For the child, he went against his alpha. Now he lost that child too. The pain was immense, but he had to bear it. Jimin fell on his knees. Ah! Yoongi turned to him and kneeled down. Jimin hugged him tightly. Cry as much as you want. Patted his back. Jimin hugged Yoongi tightly. Our baby. Yoongi, don't worry. We can have child soon. It wasn't ours. carried shattered Jimin in his arms and went to their room. Note: losing a child is the worst pain a person can endure. There is no doubt that a mother's pain is immense, but sometimes we become so focused on her grief that we forget to acknowledge the father's pain. Just because he doesn't openly show his emotions doesn't mean he isn't deeply affected. He isn't emotionless. It's simply that our society carries a strong stereotype that men can't cry, that they must stay strong and control their emotions. Time skipped after 5 years. 5 years had been passed. In these 5 years, Yunmin tried to be parent so many times, but not a single time Jimin conceived. They even tried IVF, but still didn't get successful. Every passing moment brought emptiness in their lives, but one thing which grew after every year was Yunmin's bond. They both became each other's strength. They didn't leave each other's side. They both were waiting for the best gynecologist. With the great difficulty, they got his appointment. Yungi grabbed Jimin's hand. Don't worry, everything will be fine. He is the best gynecologist. Jimin looked at Yungi. Hmm. Jimin were waiting for Dr. Kang Hyasik. He was a very experienced gynecologist. He was around 55 to 60 years. Soon doctor entered with their files. Dr. Hyasik entered. You both are Yungi and Jimin. Yungi, yes doctor, I'm Yungi and he's my mate, Jimin. We were told to submit Jimin's all the past reports. Dr. Hasik, I have carefully reviewed all your reports. Naturally, conceptually attempts, hormonal treatments, and the IVF cycles. 5 years ago, the miscarriage caused several internal damage. At the time, it was treated as best as possible, but over the years, complications developed. Yungi, complications? But I was told that we could try for baby after few months. Dr. Hasik, yes, but over the years, some more complications developed. His womb can no longer sustain a pregnancy. Even with IVF implementations is no longer possible. Jimin swallowed hard. Means Dr. Hasik. In simple terms, Jimin's womb is damaged and can't hold the baby. Sorry, but he can never get pregnant now. That's why his all the IVF implementations are failing. Yunki, isn't there any other way to fix this? Dr. Hasik, medically, this isn't possible. You can go to any other gynecologist. You will only waste your time, money, energy, and hope because this problem can't be solved. I'm extremely sorry. Now, excuse me. Yungi, regretting. It was all my fault. I shouldn't wait for 5 6 years to have baby. If I hadn't, Jimin, what are you doing? Jimin, preparing sweet dishes. Yungi held Jimin's hand. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't worry. We will visit more doctors. Even for that, if we had to go foreign, then we will go there too. Jimin cupped Yungi's face. Why are you saying sorry? If anyone should have apologized, then it's me. It was my selfishness to not understand you. I'm sorry for not carrying forward your lineage. Yungi, what are you saying? I'm sure you will definitely get pregnant. Don't lose hope. I will do something. We are werewolves. Werewolves are known for their pups. Jimin smiled. Alpha, didn't you listen what doctor said? He said we will only waste our time, money, energy and hope. We can't run away from the reality. You wasted enough of your hard-earned money. IVF is very expensive and painful process. Now, let's stop running behind it. Let's save the money and enjoy our life. There are so many people who live without child. Yungi, once you were dying to have child and today you are saying to accept the reality? Jimin, what else can I say? We wasted our 5 precious years in this. In these 5 years, I realized how blessed I am to have you. You never leave my side. Not everyone gets everything. Who knows whether we will have the happiness of children in our life or not? You are my true strength, my dream, my desire. As long as you are with me, I don't want anything. Yungi, but Jimin, no, but let's live for ourselves. I'm so hungry. Please prepare something delicious for me. Back hugged him. I love you. Yungi, love you more. When God gives you a baby, you feel unready and wish you had planned everything first. You hesitate, wanting plans, stability, and certainty first. You ask for time, which isn't wrong. But when time passes and everything is finally arranged, the child you waited to be ready for never comes. Some wounds don't bleed forever, they just settle quietly inside you, becoming a part of who you are. Time skipped after a month. A month passed. Yunmin tried to accept reality and live with it. Today was the day when they lost their first child, when Jimin had his miscarriage. This date always reminded a painful memory for them, but from today, everything was going to change because today they were going to associate this painful date with happiness. They decide to make this date memorable for them. Both Hyunmin were running in the courtyard and so many tiny feet were chasing them. The entire courtyard was filled with the children's giggles and laughter. Hyunmin were laughing wholeheartedly. Baby fell while chasing them. Ah! Hyunmin ran to him. Oh, nothing happened. See, you are all right. Baby held their hands. I caught uncle. All the children's happily. Yay! Jimin, no, it's cheating. You tricked us. Yungi, Jimin, these kids are so smart. Female volunteer, come kids, it's lunchtime. Children, yay, food time. Everyone ran to the big dining room where another female volunteer was helping kids in washing their hands and male volunteer was helping them to get their food and sit in their chair. Yunmin were standing there and watching children's happiness to see the food. They were in the orphanage. They decided to turn this painful day in memorable day by feeding these orphan kids and spending a day with them. Head. Attention kids, today's food is from Uncle Yungi and Uncle Jimin. Before eating, thank them for today's meal. All the children's. Thank you, Uncle Yungi. Thank you, Uncle Jimin, for the food. Yungi smiled. It's all right. Jimin smiled. Enjoy the food. I hope you all like it. Children. Food is so tasty, Uncle Yungi and Uncle Jimin. We loved it. Yungi and Jimin were joined the volunteers to feed the children who couldn't eat by themselves while talking with them and hearing their cute talks and complaints. They were so happy to see their happy face and giggles. They smiled and bid farewell to the children with the promise to meet them next month on the same date. They came to the old age home, which was on opposite side of the orphanage. Spent time old people hearing their stories, gathering the life lesson, learning how to accept the reality with a smile and move on. They had their lunch with them. They donated the blankets for them as it was winter season. While talking with old people, they realized in front of their own pain was nothing. They got the strength from them and bid farewell to them after seeking their blessing with the promise to meet them again. They both were very happy. Their hearts were filled with satisfaction. They felt light after a long time. They felt as if their pain was subsiding. Jimin's eyes fell on the sky, which was painted with the shade of gold, orange, pink, and purple. It was too light. A warm and beautiful smile crept on his face. Yungi saw him and asked, Yungi, Jimin, what happened? Why are you smiling, looking at the sky? Jimin looked at Yungi. Alpha, I believed happiness had only one shape. Small kids, a heartbeat inside me, a name we would whisper at night. Yungi, that's the happiness we lost. Jimin, no Alpha, we didn't lose anything. After coming here, I realized that nothing in life is guaranteed except the love we choose to give. We can't control who stays, but we can choose how we love while they do. What are you looking, Alpha? Yungi, looking at my mate who was so desperate to get a child, now is talking so maturely. Jimin, because back then I was in my pack. My whole life was revolving around my pups, Alpha, and pack. My upbringing was like that, but after coming here and learning here's lifestyle, I realized that life isn't just about children. We can live a good life even without children. All we need just our partners, support, and love. Yungi, and I truly love you, my mate. After visiting both orphanage and old age home, I got the biggest life lesson. Jimin, what? Yungi, our left side is the orphanage where children were abandoned by their parents, and right side is the old age home where parents were abandoned by their children. Left side was our dream to have our own child, and right side is the reality. Who knows? The child for whom we are yearning so much today may leave us in some old age home in future. Children aren't a guarantee of lifelong companionship. Parenthood doesn't equal security. Jimin. Some parents are yearning for children, so some just throw them like a burden. Some children are yearning for parents, so some just throw their parents because they don't want to bear the responsibility. Nothing is guaranteed in this world, Alpha. Jungi pulled him closer to himself, except our love, which is growing with every passing second. We are standing in between dream and reality. We can never get what we want, we only get what we need. Maybe we never need a child, we only need each other. Jimin, so true, Alpha, looked at the sky. I always watched this sky and thought, why is the sun and dusk union forbidden? Why can't they meet? I never understood the true meaning of this twilight moment. Today I understood its true meaning. The sun and dusk union is forbidden because they never meant for each other. But still, once in a day, for a fleeting moment, they meet. The sky don't become colorful just because of their union. These colors symbolize the happiness they both have been granted for a moment despite their forbidden desires. Who knows, perhaps the joy of having children was never written in our destiny yet. On this date every month, by meeting these innocent children, spending time with them, and seeking the blessings of elders, we can still get happiness, just as the sun and dusk were blessed with this good fortune during this scared twilight moment. Jungin looked at Jimin and turned him to himself. We didn't get everything we dreamed of, but we got each other, which is more than enough. I promise you that no matter what change in the world, my love for you will never change. We will always be together like this. Jimin intertwined their fingers. We werewolves are very famous for our loyalty. That's why we can't survive without our mate. If you are with me, I don't want anything else. Junki kissed on Jimin's forehead, and I will always be with you. The twilight moment was over. Yunmin walked while holding hands in hand with the happiness of having each other's love and support. Do you know that wolves are very loyal to their mates? They usually have only one mate throughout their lives. When one dies, the other often can't survive for long, except in some rare cases. Nothing in life is guaranteed except the love we choose to give. We didn't get everything we wanted, but we have everything we need. Not everything is meant to last forever. Some things are meant to be felt and treasured. I have no experience with relationships. I'm still learning, observing, and trying to understand. For me, a partner's love, support, and loyalty are more important than anything else. A loyal and supportive partner is far more precious than any treasure. I know some of you aren't satisfied with the ending. You want to see Yunmin with kids, but I wanted to keep it realistic. There are no miracles in real life. You have to accept the truth and move forward, no matter how bitter and painful that truth may be. I don't know how many of you agree with this, but this is what I thought about life and relationship. A child is a gift not a convenience meant to fit our timing. What we ignore or reject today may become our deepest regret tomorrow. Love isn't proven by control or plans, but by presence during loss. Even when dreams shatter, partners can become each other's home. Sometimes holding each other is the only family fate allows, and it's enough. Just try to accept the reality and move on. The end. Arthur's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. It was the requested story for one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. I don't make male pregnancy stories, so whenever I have to make story on pregnancy, I use Omega Varus topic. Anyways, this isn't just a story, it's the reality for some couples. I know few couples like this. I only wanted to show real emotions, so I kept its ending realistic rather than showing miracle pregnancy. There are no miracle in real life. A small mistake you make today can cost you dearly in the future. Then nothing else is left except regret. It's a blessing to have a partner who supports you and never leave you alone. Not everyone is this lucky. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.